Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. Thank you for tuning in once more to the Dimas Wine Shop and Tasting Room video for the week. These wines are all about backyard wines. And Cooper chose the wines. I think he's done an outstanding job as always. We have somebody new behind the camera today. We've got Kristen behind the camera, and looks like she'll probably be behind the camera for a while with us anyway. But let's go ahead and take it from the top, Kristen. Let's start out with the Laguerre. This is the Meredith. The Laguerre Meredith. This is a 2012 rosé that comes from Mount Veeder, which is out of Napa Valley. This winery is known for not using any new oak. Everything that they do is all neutral barrel. They really tried to make them real Frenchy style, and I think they do a good job. This one, of course, the rosé does not see any oak at all. It's all stainless steel. But this one is a blend of Syrah, Mondouse, Zinfandel, and Malbec. And yes, I did say Mondouse. For some of you that may not know what that is, it's oftentimes referred to as Mondouse Noir. And Mondouse Noir is nothing more than another red grape that's really closely related to Muscardine, which is grown in the Rhone Valley. It is native to Savoy, France, is where Mondouse comes from. And real interesting wine. This one has got, it's dry, it's crispy, it's really fruity, but there's this real sense of minerality in there, and I think that's coming from the Mondouse. But a great barbecue wine, something you would want to do maybe like if you were having guests over. I would start out with this while everybody's waiting for the food to come out. You can do a little cheese and charcuterie. I think this would work absolutely perfect for your backyard get-togethers. Let's go ahead and switch over to the Chemin de Paps. This is a Côte de Rhône wine. Côte de Rhône just means the hillsides of the Rhone. And this encompasses all of the Rhone region, but it's primarily Grenache and Syrah. And this one here has really got more of a dried fruit flavor, so think of like currants and raisins, and maybe even some prunes. It's got that slightly raisinated flavor, but it's real peppery too. So I would be doing this with some grilled lamb chops. Okay, grilled lamb chops with little herbs de Provence, I think would be absolutely on point with this wine. Then we're going to head on over to the Chasewater. This is the Syrah. This comes out of the Sierra Foothills. And Sierra Foothills is in Lake County, for those of you that are keeping track. Sierra Foothills, it's 100% Syrah, 14 months on second year French oak barrels. The tannins on this are real grippy. So I'd be looking at something that's got a nice fat content to it. So like a ribeye steak would actually go really great with this. And I know it's a safe pairing, but if you wanted to, extend that pairing out a little bit and maybe not do something as safe, you may want to think about maybe doing an oily fish like, let's say, salmon, and especially an Atlantic salmon I think would work really well. All right, and the next wine that we have is the Domaine, and this is called the Dessunier. This is 100% Syrah. It's what they call the Astrolabe. This is their 2010 effort. It comes out of Larac, and it is, like I said, 100% Syrah, and all neutral oak. 20%, I should say, does come from second-year barrels. It's still grippy, but as opposed to it having raisinated fruit like this one, the fruit is really fresh. So this is a great way to explore France at a pretty decent price on something that's a little bit more fresh. But once again, you could do this with shellfish, you could do it with chicken, you could do it with Moroccan spices. I think it would work really, really well as so that's another great barbecue wine. Then we're going to go over to a house right over here, Shell Creek. This is a house that specializes in Petite Syrah. And it's 100% Petite Syrah. It comes out of Shandon, California, which is in San Luis Obispo. Like I said, 100% Petite Syrah. Big, bright fruit. It reminds me of like a big bowl of cherries. This would go great. If you wanted to do this with like a grilled chicken breast, with like a cherry reduction sauce, this would go absolutely amazing. And then of course you can do it with your traditional grilled meats like lamb or steak, but I think the right calling on this wine is duck for sure. It does have some tannins to it, but it's not over the top. It's done on American oak, so it has that nice little kiss of vanilla there at the end. And then last but not least, we're going to go over to the Eponymous. And the Eponymous is a blend. This is what they call their red wine blend, which is mostly a Bordeaux blend, or in this particular case, this blend is Bordeaux, so it is. It really is a Meritage. This comes out of the McAllister Vineyard. This is out of the Mayacamas mountain range on the Sonoma side of Mount Veeder. Bob Pepe, which is such a busy guy. This guy just makes wine for everybody and consults for everybody. But this is another one of his labels. Does an excellent job. This is Cabernet Sauvignon, Cab Franc, Merlot. Does have a lot of that earthiness from the Merlot and the Cab Franc. 20 months on oak, 50% new, and it's a split of 90-10. So 90% French oak and 10%, I'm sorry, 90% French oak and 10% American oak. So big vanilla flavors. It's even got that real nice, on the finish it has a little bit of an orange peel to it. But you can kind of take your pick as to what sort of grilled meats you're going to do with this. So great lineup, great tasting this week. Please come in and join us. There's a couple of things I do want to mention to you. We've got the farm that's coming up. That's the at the Fairplex, and that will be coming up on June 25th, and that is at 6:30, and that's going to be the dinner that we're going to be doing with Trinitas, and then we've also got our Taste of Italy coming up. So keep in mind that we've got Italian classes coming up. They're going to run 4 weeks. Just keep your eyes posted for the dates, and as soon as we can fit it into our busy schedule here at the shop, we'll be sure to fill you in on those dates. In the meantime, cheers. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you soon.